Hey, I got really tired. I was watching TV and time passed by. I didn't pass out on the couch, so I could still do a quick video before I go to sleep. But I'm gonna go crash. So after my live stream earlier, I mentioned to the group when I was just like, God damn it, motherfucking fucking shit, because we were dumping, and my only trade that actually hit my stop loss was dot. I thought they were all going to hit. I thought we were going to keep going down. I thought the model fell apart, but it looked really good. But it kind of worked out for the best. The way it looks like we got a tiny additional dip, and I never entered into KSM if you were on the live stream earlier or if you watched the live stream earlier. I never got into this trade again. I got into UTK instead. And you can see this is how close my stop got. Now, in this case, I pretty strategically placed my stop losses as tight as I could, but below the prior bottom where there was some support. So I just escaped on UTK. Same thing on Link. Just escaped by a couple of pennies. BNB, same thing. Got really close. Dot actually hit my stop, and then Matic didn't come as close to my stop, and neither did CHC. But Dot, yeah, I did get stopped out on that small portion. Now the hourly, we're not getting a substantial bounce here, so we're coming back into the bottom of the cloud. That has me a little bit concerned on some of these assets, but in the case of like BNB, what did I say? When it gets above the cloud, we should be able to break up pretty aggressively, and she is right now, so she's looking really good. I'm not too worried about the Stoke getting high on the hourlies as long as Bitcoin still has potential. Bitcoin, I don't know, she might push up to the top of the cloud. If she doesn't push out of the top of the cloud, she's going to come down another leg on the hourly. But as long as we don't get to a new local bottom, my trade should be safe overnight. So we'll see where we are in the morning. But right now, the 4-hour reset enough with that little dip that it might have really helped my trades. So remember, the trades I got into, most of my money in those trades are in mid long-term positions where I don't even have a stop loss, because as I keep talking about, every time I try to get into shorter term trades, we get a quick move down, and my allergies are so bad. We get a quick move down, and then we push up, and then I get stopped out. It'll hit my stop loss, and then we immediately break out. And my models are really good where I can predict that we're going to break out soon, but I don't have the precision models on the lower time frames that I usually have right now because the volatility we've been seeing. But in this case, based on my analysis from the live stream earlier, I mean, I said the bottom of this prior move right here. So this bottom is the main support. So I placed my stop loss just a tiny bit below that prior bottom, and it worked out really well in such a way that we got a full hourly reset and the next hourly leg up, which so far is actually breaking the 99 EMA here and getting above the prior top. Getting above the prior top is key. If you start the move up and you retrace and the next move up is lower than the prior top, you're starting a downtrend, right? So that's where you lose that momentum and then you're really screwed. Luckily, the hourly has given us an opportunity to push up a little bit higher. Enough that the 4 hours are really close to resetting. Once the 4 hour resets and that Stoke starts a new leg up, we should be able to push up pretty nicely. I think I'm expecting some substantial gains on this breakout if it works out correctly, because the next major resistance, like in the case of UTK, 20% from here is the 55 EMA. That next 4 leg up could easily bring us up to that 55 EMA. Same thing on Link, same thing on BNB, same thing on Matic. Again, Dot, I got stopped out of my short-term trade, but my mid and long-term bags are still intact, so I'm still looking at a potential 20% up from here. So we could easily run up like 20%. We could have a really green day tomorrow. If we were to lose the prior bottom on the next hourly reset, if it were to tank really hard and we lose that support, then all my trades are in trouble. And then I'll be posting some more angry posts screaming at God. But so far, it's actually looking like that dip saved me. And not only did my stop losses work because they were so well placed, but it might have actually given just the reset I needed to get that 4 hour Stoke to come down enough where we could potentially see a reset. Remember, the 4 hour model hasn't been perfect, but the hourly has been terrible. The 4 hour model has been decent in some cases. It's really the daily model that I've been really bullish about for the last 2 days. And the reason I've been getting into more trades for the last couple of days is because of that daily model. This tells me we should have 5 to 10 days of straight bullish action. The last leg up, the one before that, every time. My model has not failed on the daily chart. So as much trouble as I've been having on the lower time frames, the daily model has been absolutely on fire. I really trust it here, and I think this short-term dip is what we needed to reset a little bit and start that next leg up on the 4 hour. So I'm expecting that big push. I'm staying in all my trades. Every trade I get into yesterday and today, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 plus my BTC and Ethereum additional positions I got at the bottom of this move up, and my existing Litecoin, BCH, Ethereum, and BTC, BNB dot, and Matic positions. And yeah, that's it from earlier. Those are my long-term bags. With everything that I'm holding right now, I'm really confident on this move up and this daily cycle that we should be able to push up enough that we should at least approach the prior top. We're going to know a lot more when we get there, because if we push up back to this prior top and we get rejected and come back down on the next daily reset, we're in trouble. So we need to pick up speed quickly. Over the next 2 or 3 days, if we can get a strong bullish multi-day run and push back up to the prior top, then we actually have a chance to break through that into the 40s. Once we get up into the 40s, we're really talking. Then at that point, we have the potential to get back into that bullish cycle. Because until we get to a new local high above the 55 EMA, it's not going to happen. The 55 EMA is resetting here. We might actually have an opportunity within a few days to push up into the 40s. And if we do that, we're going to have a really strong new support with that 55 EMA. So that's what we want to watch. You'll notice we keep getting rejected at the 222 EMA, right? That's one of my key Ichima dynamic resistance levels. The next one's the 55. The 55 and the 222 are congregating and they're coming together. We're reaching the apex of that, so as they get closer together, they're becoming one consolidated resistance. If we break above that, that's a really strong support to have once that's below the current price. You know what I mean? We just need to get above that key resistance. Then we're really in a good position. But again, I don't know if that's going to happen. I'm kind of hesitant to predict that it's going to happen on this move. But the fact that the weekly model is so low and turning up on the Stoke with that bullish reversal after being oversold is a really good sign. So we could still be seeing that multi-week bull run that could take us back into those higher levels. It's too early to say it's happening for sure, but as you guys know, ever since the original 30K bottom, I've been buying every dip and I'm holding my long-term bags, waiting for that big run. So we'll see where we are tomorrow. I'll touch base with you guys in the morning. Have a good night.